Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Festivities, have a wonderful afternoon, you guys. So it's Final Fantasy 14. We're gonna try to push the main story quest. I'll try not to get distracted, like I normally do. But you guys don't know how that is. So go and log it in, and we'll get moving. Random Fox. What's the problem? Hello? Boy, what's the questions? Yeah, I'm only gonna do like my workout takes like 5-10 minutes. Yeah, this is Fox Explorer, so even like a double workout takes like 20 minutes. So I have a quick shower, and then I'll go to the store. I'm looking for a new dryer because I haven't had a dryer for a while. Well, that's why I am like little and have noodle arms, and that's why you do like 900 curl things with weight. There's a difference. No, Beat Saber will be Sunday. Today used to be Beat Saber. But when I go to work on Friday now, I don't really... I could also be my old schedule that I just haven't updated ever since I got hurt. I even know where that is. Where even is my stream schedule? I don't even know. It could very well be that's what's on my schedule. I gotta keep moving. But we're getting like sidetracked with stuff. Not only to contend with Sadhu, but Magnite too? Such a fierce battle that must have been. Yet here you stand triumphant. Having passed such a test, they cannot well deny you their allegiance. The mole will make no such demands. Weak though we are, we will gladly stand with you. The steppe is our home, and we will defend it with all our being. You have my heartfelt thanks. Of all the tribes of the steppe, there is none I would rather have at my side. God's willing, many more will rally to our cause. I will send you word when we have answers from all the tribes. I cannot thank you enough, Serena. None of this would be possible without you. Endure! We have the requisite consent. 'Tis time to put Nama's power to use. If the Aether flows as planned, all that remains to have the Ironworks engineers do their work at the ruins. Come, let's return to the House of Crooked Coin. I do need an update, though. Where do I update that? Maybe here somewhere? Well, let's see here. Schedule! I see it! Hold on. Okay, those are right. Oh. That is wrong. Does it stay forever? Wow, this is all wrong. Maybe I should stop playing a specific game. Okay, I think that's good. It should be updated now. Let's see if we get saved. Yeah, like next week, I'm gonna spend like... Cheese? You got cheese? Yeah, so, when I go to work, a lot of times I have to spend, like, there's no predicting it, but sometimes I have to spend all day standing up, which is not good for a Beat Saber. I should begin at once. You maybe should step back. Me, I've been pretty good. I woke up a tad early, but it was fine. I had a little bit of a nightmare. Not a nightmare. No, I had a little bit of a bad dream. What's a nightmare? It was nowhere close to a nightmare. Basically, I dreamed I was playing RuneScape and died. Very sad. Wait, what?
Did it work?
Are you lying to me? Are you lying to me? Are you messing with me right now? You're messing with me. Are you messing with me? Any other word I can actually log into? You're messing with me. You lied to me. 2 or 3. We lost 1 because of someone. Just exit. Okay. It wasn't me. I didn't die. Someone went AFK and got killed.
It did. Ether may flow freely to the burn once more.
Will this heal it? Now about actually mess with me. I don't pretend to understand what you did, you stole it, but you did it. Thanks to you and Achille, of course, we've taken a momentous step towards securing our defenses. Now, as much as I believe the rest is in order, we should probably make haste back to the Enclave. Agreed. Others may have already returned from their missions, and I will know how things stand. As would I. Without further ado, then. Oh wait, we're going to different place. Oh, sorry, I was heading back to where we were. Hey, Denny, how's it going? Yeah, we got Fox Explorer. Yes, hugs. OT is expecting you. May I show you in? It's good for exploring. As a fox. Judging by your triumphant expressions, I take it all went well in the Azim step. Indeed, we have secured a suitable source of energy for the barrier. Good. Tataru and I have commissioned Garland Ironworks to ensure the field generators function as they should. A team of engineers stand ready to set out for the burn at a moment's notice. You need only say the word. Thank you for engaging their services on our behalf. The minutiae of the arrangement you may leave to me. Just, like, the height difference of characters is crazy. Like, now we see Lalafell in here, like, come up to here, and it's like... What? She just spawned out of our lines. So Yukiri and Hakuro, how fared you with our neighbors? I learned all the factions we approached were in agreement with the Empire posed a threat, and many responded positively to talk with the Alliance. It's quite tall, yes. From Hingashi and Shinosato, however, we received outright rejections. The former will not break its treaty with the Empire, the latter will not involve itself in conflict. Just to be expected, then. Well, there's not to be done about it. We must focus on the rest. To each of the nations that were amenable to an alliance, I will personally send a missive. Once I have attended to that, I believe we will have done enough. We can fortify tall enough for Fox. I mean, it might be too tall. There is such thing as too tall. Like, hypothetically, if I'm in a relationship, if I need a chair to kiss you, that's too tall. I shouldn't need a chair. So I'd say probably my limit is around a foot. It's probably about the limit of how height difference I would allow. Above and below. So, I'm 5'9". So my dating range is probably 4'9" to 6'9". That makes sense? I believe we have done everything we can to fortify Doma's defenses. For the time being, at least. All which means I may leave the meeting in Alamigo with lighter heart. Yuri, Haku, if you'd be so kind as to hold the fort in my absence. For example, if there's someone that is like, let's say they're the limit 6'9", I could wear like 4-inch heels or something, and it's okay. Friends, we could not achieve so much in so little time without your help. I don't think I've ever seen anybody that high, that tall. Except, well, I guess maybe I went to like a basketball game when I was little or something. I don't know. Yep. For that, I give you my heartfelt thanks. Till the meeting then. She took the liberty of asking Thanker to attend as well. We should have arrived at the Alameda quarter by now. Then let us not keep him waiting. Shall we? Oh, another far distance. That is quite tall. Yeah, like, I have a pair of heels that I don't know when I will ever wear them, other than just, like, feel great. But they're 6 inches. So, they make me about 6'5" or so. They're 6 inches. They're very tall. But when I wear them, I feel giant. Like, I feel like I'm gonna hit my head on stuff. I feel like I'm gonna hit my head on the door frame, and I don't know. It just feels very dangerous. So I don't wear them. I've never worn them out. Also, there's not a lot of call for 6-inch heels out. Because, like, I can't go anywhere. Like, I can't go dancing. I can't go for a walk. It's too much. You still has told me all, and I duly told Urianji and Kyle. Hey, Rosa, welcome, welcome. Kind of particularly we was concerned about Alphino, but I assured her that everything that can be done is being done. She agreed to continue with her own task for the time being on the condition that I contact her the moment there's any development. So at least 4 of us to attend the council. Ehrenwald is here to assist with security. Instantly, the poor lad seems altogether too distracted for the task. Another one missing Alphino, I expect. I remember when so my grandparents had a ceiling light or something that even when I was barefoot, the bottom of it would rest on my head. So I could walk under most of it, but the lowest point, I could stand up and have the whole thing resting on my head. I remember doing that when I was a teenager and stuff, when I was just bored at the house. Just like going and standing under the light and just like picking it up on my head. So I can't imagine that for like somebody taller than me. Which I guess would be all of you. I think I'm the shortest one in chat somehow. Is anybody shorter than 5'9"? Should I do a poll? Oh, okay. Yay! I'm not the shortest one in chat. Hooray! We did it! We have done the impossible. And that makes us mighty. But it's almost time. As soon as you're ready, present yourself to the guardsmen at the palace entrance. I shan't be far behind. Shan't is where we need to use more. We need to use shan't more. It means shall not. I shan't be moved. Enter the meeting chamber. Oh, we got several cutscenes. Alright, sufficient time. Let's do it. Let's do a poll on how many times you think I'll get distracted.
Mistress Lys, Commander Aldin, it gives me great pleasure to formally welcome the city-state of Alamigo to the Eorzean Alliance.
The pleasure is ours, Your Grace. I know I speak for all Alamegans when I say that we are glad of this chance to stand with our comrades of the Alliance.
You can do it. Lift.
And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Yeah, I think Kyrell's the tallest person that I know of in chat. So let me see. Let me see if I remember. Alright, so... Upward just said 5'3". I think Czech told me 6'3" at some point. Zelric, I believe, said 6'1". Kroos, I think, told me 5'10". Have I seen anyone that's actually chatting? I don't know Denny. I don't know Denny's height. That's not because I forgot. I don't think I ever knew that. Yeah, I think it's everyone's active. Are you not? I thought you were. I could have sworn you told me you were 6'1". It's 6 something. I think. Am I thinking someone else? And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Lord Hien of Dorma, at your service. Pray, accept my heartfelt thanks for your generous invitation.
That's 6 feet.
Nay, 'tis we who must thank you for journeying so far. And 'twould be remiss of me not to acknowledge the part the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have played in bringing all of us together.
I want to remeasure my height, because I feel like I'm not as tall as I used to be. If I'm not as tall as I used to be, I can lose more weight safely.
In times of great unrest, you and yours have been our constant companions, without whom we would not be here.
Someone sent me a picture of someone. Okay, I'm gonna try to draw it. Hold on, let me put this up. I should just load up paint automatically. Here's what this person looked like, okay? So, I'm gonna try to draw it from memory, okay? So, alright, here's her back, okay? So she's here, and her ribs are like here. And you can clearly see the ribs. She's clearly sucking in her, she's clearly sucking in her gut. Because her skin went like this. And this is her waist. And she's laying on her back. And so this is like her stomach right here. And it looked like... It felt like I'd reach out with my hands and wrap my hands around her waist and have my fingers touch in the back. You know what I mean? But it did not look healthy. Actually, why am I saying... I'm just going to minimize it because I'm going to have to open that again at some point. Watch me.
With apologies to Lord Hien and Mistress Alize, it occurs to me that we have not gathered in this way since that fateful day in Uldar.
The day
I'll try
I
to
lost
focus.
my arm and my freedom. As I lay in my cell, never did I dream that I would one day be given the chance to represent my homeland at this council. I would not even be alive had you not plucked me from the jaws of death. You, Yugiri, and Alphino. Would that the lad could be with us.
I'll say, everyone's tall when you're on the ground.
I too owe my presence here to Alphino, in so many ways. Until such time as he returns, I mean to carry on his good work as best I can.
Random facts, what we got?
Come, friends. Let us leave the past in the past and turn our eyes to the future.
Library facts.
My Lord Hien, pray, tell us how things stand in the east.
This was Frosty's favorite, remember? Frosty hated this one. It's been a while since we had it. The exclamation voice kind of
Having
seemed
heard the
kind of
rumors
loud.
of dissent in Garlemald, I dared to dream of a peaceable solution.
The Empire will not so easily change its ways. If the Garleans have a mind to take back Doma and Alamigo, we'll be hard-pressed to stop them, even with the might of 6 nations. But while we lack the strength to fight the tide, a course may yet present itself, if we read the winds aright.
The winds suggest but one course to me. One which leads from the sea unto the river and thence to the source of all our woes.
The Ascians.
Indeed. All here have felt their blighted touch. It was the bringers of chaos who nurtured the Archbishop's tyrannical ambitions. They who bestowed upon him the secrets of summoning, as they have so many others before and since. And while they remain, we shall know no peace.
Our objective is clear. The question is how to achieve it. That our enemy parades about in Xenos' skin poses problems in itself, but ere we get to them, how are we to infiltrate the Empire and get close enough to strike?
While I see the wisdom in targeting the Ascians, an assassination attempt on Garlean soil would do little to aid our cause, even were it to succeed. It's time we used our enemy's preferred tactic: subterfuge.
You have an idea?
Speak your mind, Master Thancred. None here know the enemy better than the scions, and you mayhap best of all. Whatever it is you propose, we will give it fair hearing. On that you have my word.
Very well, Admiral. My proposal is thus. We dispatch the shinobi to Imperial territory. There, they sow the rumor that the Crown Prince perished in the battle for Alamigo, and that the man parading around is in fact a corpse inhabited by a servant of darkness.
Disinformation campaign. We've never heard that before. Yep.
Well, it does have the ring of truth about it. And were the Garleans to learn that their future ruler is a puppet, the Empire would be shaken to the core.
I'm so amazed that his head has like no, almost no curves on it. Like, look at the chin. It's like boom, 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 boom. It's like he's a Minecraft skin.
But at the risk of sounding stupid, would they actually believe such an unlikely story? I didn't.
Ordinarily not. But prior to his miraculous recovery,
That's funny.
rumors of Xenos' death had already begun to circulate around the Empire. Ultimately, however, what the masses believe is not our chief concern. Our true objective is to create an opening for rival factions within Garlemald to exploit.
Just as a war of succession erupted in the wake of Emperor Solus's death.
A war which raged until but recently, plunging the Imperial House into disarray as nephew and uncle grappled for the throne. It is no coincidence that one of Varus's first acts as Emperor was to name Xenos heir apparent. Family feuds being so tiresome when armies are involved. Not all welcomed his choice of successor, however. There is no shortage of individuals who aspire to the throne, who would jump at any chance to seize power. The news that Xenos is not only dead, but a puppet to diabolical forces would be too enticing to ignore.
The Empire would not be quick to recover from a second war of succession.
I am no stranger to infiltrating Imperial territory. With a team of operatives gathered from among the Alliance's finest, the plan should have a reasonable chance of success.
Doma already has Shinobi in place throughout the provinces. We stand ready to act, and act we must. What say you all?
Yay!
I'm for Master Thancred's proposal. We shine a light upon the Ascian and test the Empire's unity. 'Twas his plot that scuttled Doma's negotiations, was it not? Why then, if we can eliminate him, there may yet be a chance for peace. Let us wage this war of subterfuge, that we may one day lay down our arms. Gods know we never will while the Ascians remain.
Oh, that's a bad one.
That way. Sorrow. History must be changed.
Who is this? Who are you?
Ahead looms a calamity.
You didn't answer my question.
Looms light, expunging all form and life. Twin dooms only you can forestall. Only you.
What's the matter?
There's a voice.
Spies in our midst?
Nay, I sense no such presence.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
What just happened? Yes, please. Okay, so he's successful.
Is it over?
Master Thancred!
He's fine.
12 for Fend. Bear him to a private chamber. Have every healer make ready.
I mean, he's just waking up on the floor.
Swiftly!
I think he's a bit of a drinker.
Master Thancred remains in slumber. Though his vital signs appear stable, he's unresponsive.
Okay, maybe it's more serious than I thought.
What could have done this? And why just him and not the others?
I'm afraid we could not identify the cause, my lady. Our examinations revealed no wounds, nor the presence of any poisonous substances.
Gods, that only makes it worse. You're to let us know the moment there's any change, all right?
Thank you for coming. Knowing Thancred, he would apologize for being otherwise engaged at so crucial a juncture.
In gifting us a course of action, Thancred sowed the seed of all that is to follow. We have but to nurture it as best we can. To him, I would say, rest easy, that he may wake to enjoy the fruits of our labors. Now, the matter of the mysterious voice must not be forgotten. Will you tell me exactly what happened?
Alize and I heard a voice in the moments before Thancred collapsed. It was accompanied by a severe headache, as if something were clutching at our minds. Did you experience the same thing?
So, in between the voice and the pain, you felt as if you were somewhere else entirely?
Yep. Traveled.
Your testimony confirms my suspicion. That which you experienced was, I believe, your soul being plucked from your flesh. Called.
Called what?
Cold.
I myself examined Thancred. Reach out as I may, I could not sense in him the spark of life that is his soul.
It's not good.
That Thancred alone was stricken so is likely due to his heightened sensitivity to the effects of ether. A consequence of his prior possession by the Ascian La Hebrea. The owner of the voice, whoever it may be, reached out to you, called your souls, and in so doing, caused you and yours such pain.
But if that's true, where exactly are we being called to?
I know not. Yet one thing is plain. Whoever waits for you on the other side is possessed of a power unlike any I have ever known.
Forgive us, Lys, but may we leave Thancred in your care for a time?
Random facts. We have purple Miku facts. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, oh you. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, oh you. I'm on top of the world because of you. All I wanted to do was follow you. I'll keep singing along for all of you. I'll keep singing along. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, oh you. That's about as high as I can go. Alright, that's about as high as I can go. Takes effort.
As if you had to ask. I may not be a scion anymore, but I'm no less a friend. Don't worry. I'll see to it that Thancred's well looked after. Just focus on solving this mystery, all right?
Thank you, Lys.
It's fine. I don't think we don't. It doesn't do much though.
As the Elder Seedseer says, 'tis no ordinary individual we are dealing with. Nor can we discount the possibility of Ascian involvement.
You know, I've never seen that word before, Check, but I know exactly what it means. It's weird.
Whoever or whatever is behind this, the sooner we find out, the better.
Honestly, it's amazing we've only had one new outfit so far. How many did we add? Kai was like 30? Oh yeah, I know exactly what it means. I've just never seen it before. It's wild. I tried to call Orianteo's Ink Pro. He didn't respond. I dare just hope that he possesses some knowledge we do not. RJ, something happened during the meeting. Things collapsed just by a voice suddenly started. 41 new models just added. What? That's... We're talking about this in person. Alright, we'll meet you there. That was Urianger. You're the voice too. And Thanalan, As we alone were afflicted at the meeting, I asked my suspicions, but if the voice also spoke to Urianger, then little doubt the scions were targeted specifically. That it is, that it is. And Zelric, I owe you a list of all the seasonal models. I will get that to you sometime this evening. As I said, I want to make it to the store before it closes, because I kind of want to get a new dryer. It is time. I've gone 3 years without a clothes dryer. And it's just... I need to get it fixed. So, I'll go get a new one. By whom and to what end is the question. One to which we must find an answer with all possible haste. Oh, we gotta look at the... Endure! Look at a new facial expression. Hold on. Facial expression. Endure. Scoff. Endure. Simper. Concentrate. Endure. Concentrate. Sneer. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. Hold on, look at that one. Oh, it very much is. Do we have a smug as well? No smirk. Then we have sneer. Look at the eye. The eyes are the difference. Oh, and the one corner of the mouth goes up. Look at that. I'm not glad. I like that a lot. Okay, where were we? Okay, hold on. We gotta get back to what we're doing. Oriante agreed to meet us at the Rising Stones. If any of the others heard that voice, find out soon enough. Good luck. I should get back to the meeting with the Elder Seats here. But if there's anything I could do, anything at all, just let me know, alright? Promise me. Yeah, they actually, I heard about this recently. I think they cracked down on some sort of role-playing modification. They had something where you could put, like, your whole character... Oh, I got my... Did I miss anything? Okay. You can put, like, your whole character and, like, backstory and stuff like that, and you can have, like, different appearances so other people can see it. Apparently it was crashing servers, is what I heard. It was just so much information, it was crashing servers. I never participated. I don't have any mods on because I'm worried about getting in trouble. Because the rule number 1 of modding in Final Fantasy XIV is do it privately. Well, there's no way I can do anything privately because you guys see everything I see. Like, this is... Like, this is my screen copied over there. Like, this chat... I should have had a fluffier tail. I would modify it to give myself fox ears and foxtail. That's all I would do. Just be back to the meeting with LCs here, but if there's anything else I can do, anything at all, just let me know, alright? Promise me. Alright, let's be on our way.
Urianger! God, it's good to see you.
Would that our meeting were under happier circumstances. I judged the voice sufficient cause for concern even before you sent word of its effect on our comrade.
You heard it too, then?
Aye. And all but certainly at the selfsame instant. Alas, pained as I was, I could make little sense of what few words did then reach mine ears.
Who do you think is responsible? Could this be the Ascians doing?
That I cannot say. Not when so little is known. Ere I indulge in speculation, I would examine Thancred with mine own eyes.
Is he examining anything with his own eyes?
To Alamigo, then, without further delay.
Why don't we just bring him there in the first place?
One other thing. During my visit to the Far East, I observed a strange phenomenon.
Thou referrest, I presume, to the localized reduction in etheric density.
Well, that spares me the trouble of an explanation. Yes, I noted precisely that at two apparently unconnected locations. I take it the phenomenon is not limited to the Far East.
Indeed not. Of late, our agents charged with surveilling the beast tribes have spoken of little else. In every corner of the realm, they tell of places in which the ether hath grown thin. Naturally, my suspicions first turned to primal activity, but the areas thus affected betray no evidence of summoning. I must confess to being quite perplexed.
If the same phenomenon is being observed in multiple locations on opposite sides of the world, we may safely discount regional factors. Needless to say, this warrants further investigation.
Indeed, I shall make it my task to... The voice. It calleth to me once more.
I hear it too.
Oh, there it is.
Only you. Only you.
No! Ishtola! Urianger!
Throw wide the gates.
What gates? Where?
No. No, this can't be happening!
You're not supposed to be looking there. Check.
Y'shtola! Urianger! Open your eyes!
Yeah, some of the cutscenes are not kind to skirts.
Open your eyes, I beg you! Say something! Anything! Not again.
That's alright.
Please, not again.
Alright, so that's 3 people down. See, it sounded like they were going somewhere else. Maybe that's where we started. And we teleported here. Forgive me, that was an unseemly display. It happened before your very eyes, my lady. None here would have behaved any differently. We have borne the 2 of them to a private chamber, but tell me, is it true that Master Thancred languishes in the like state in Alamigo? Possible. I'm afraid so. Though given the circumstances, it would seem best to observe them together. I'll send word to Lise that he should be brought here. Take heart, my lady. The world is full of scholars and knowledgeable folk of every persuasion. Someone out there is bound to know what ails our comrades, and how it may be cured. Thus we will rouse them, no matter what. That we will, Hori, that we will. First things first, our comrades will have questions. May I ask that you explain the situation to them? I must attend to a private matter. Oh, I promised to visit someone in Limsa Lominsa. He's been waiting at Maelstrom Command for a while now. You know, you should come along too. I think he'd be glad to see you. Random Fox! Maid Fox has returned. So is it Mrs.? Everything's always that castle. On that note, don't I have a capped currency? Yeah, can I spin these here? That would be a good idea. Do I already have all these? What if there's a way to know you have them? Also, yeah, you get grammar prisms. Oh, there's checks back. Okay, there's a check next to him. Okay, let's grab, attention. Yeah, let's press on. Hello, Miss Penny. Welcome, welcome. It's right, I guess. It's Gabu who come to see. The private here will bring us out to us. I'm so sorry, miss. Yeah, after I got hurt a while back, I stopped doing Beat Saber on Fridays. Also, I work now on Friday mornings. So Beat Saber is usually just Sunday now. I'm terribly sorry. Disappoint. I'm better now, but with the work schedule, it's sometimes difficult to work and then do Beat Saber. Thank you for coming by. I hope you're still enjoying making maps. Ever since the Maelstrom took him in, I've tried to visit as often as I can. And after what befell our friends, I was taken by the urge to visit again. It's difficult to explain. Yeah, we used to have a, I used to have Fridays off, so I would do... like a Dead by Daylight and then Beat Saber. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, Halloween, there were a lot of good maps. I saw quite many. Really good maps, miss. The error was mine. I have not updated the schedule in some time.
It's been too long.
I'm afraid there's been no change. If he can see or hear us, he has given no sign.
I see. You're still fighting.
Yes, so that's a goblin.
I'm proud of you.
I think it's a goblin.
We promised that we would come and visit you together, didn't we? Alphino and I. I'm sorry that we haven't managed that yet.
Cobalt. Thank you, sir.
You know, with the three of us like this, does it not remind you of that night? of the stars beyond count twinkling in the heavens.
Yeah, he's also a kobold child. And one with severe PTSD at that.
I was feeling pretty low back then. Powerless. But I knew that my brother was close by if I needed him, and that the others would be waiting for me back at the Rising Stones.
Quite sad, sir.
Not like now. I've seen my share of trouble since coming to Eorzea.
I will say this to everyone. There comes a time in your life, that was very southern. There's a time in your life where you stop relying on other people and you start having to count on yourself. And it's very easy when you hit that point to forget that it's still okay to rely on other people from time to time. And that's true as well, sir. It's very difficult to go through life alone. Having lived life by myself for a number of years, I understand that quite well. So, loneliness is a problem. Even if you don't realize it, it'll eat at you.
Been reminded again and again of my limitations, of how little I can change about this world. And I've come to know the sorrow of parting all too well. But to have the people I hold dear struck down before my eyes, and be powerless to help them, that I cannot bear.
You don't have to bear this burden alone. That they do, sir. Thank you for the pet, sir.
No, I don't. You're right. It's pure arrogance to imagine I can solve everything by myself. You'd think I'd have learned that by now.
Thank you for the hug bomb, sir.
Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Well, that's more than enough brooding for one day. Come on. We have friends to save.
It's almost time to brush again. We've got 6 minutes left. Let's turn to the Rising Stones and take it from there. Thanks for agreeing to come. It meant a lot to me. You know what also means a lot? Plethora. Oh, thank you, sir. This is from the Easter event. Do you like the pose? There's a button you can switch. Oh, there it is. I kind of like this one. Cute pose. Alright, where are we heading? Rising Stones? just thinking on the way back, and I think Corey's right. We need to seek outside help. Ordinarily, we turn to our own experts on such matters, but they're both among the stricken. I'll begin by reaching out to the myriad guilds and research institutions here on Eorzea. Additionally, grandfather and Ophelia had a wealth of connections between them, and I mean to explore those avenues too. Find a way to save everyone, mark my words. We should go get that witch lady, right? The one that, Y'shtola knew? Much more has happened in recent days. Some of it for the good, some not so. But all around me, people continue their fight. From the shinobi who search for Alpha Node to alliance members who make ready to move against the Empire. They march on in the face of great diversity. Bearing heavy burdens, everyone is playing their part, and so must I. You have your own part to play, I know, and it's bigger than most, so I won't keep you. Just promise you'll visit from time to time. And I promise I'll have good tidings to share with you when you do. Ba-da-da-da. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace... Ba, 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 ba. Oh, he's achieved the butt again.
The Populares no longer present an obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your Radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart.
Too right, sir.
Have you no words for me? Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When first I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power, to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly. Why do you hesitate?
Exactly, sir. Although I would argue they're not actually evil, sir. They just have different tolerance.
Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely. Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself of doubt. Until then, I take my leave, Father.
I didn't expand on it, sir. So allow me to explain. I'm gonna use a metaphor, if I may. So imagine, let's say, climate change. Imagine climate change is believed by everyone to be a critical concern. That if we do not do something, take action right now, everyone on Earth will die. Okay? So let's imagine that that is the case and that everyone acknowledges that, right? Or most people acknowledge that. Let's say most people acknowledge that. Whether that's true or not, let's leave. We're in hypothetical land. Okay. So you and I may get together and say, okay, we're gonna like recycle, we're gonna go to solar power, we're gonna do like all these things, and we're gonna make a big difference, and we're gonna save the world, right? And every time some company pops up that starts using like a lot of coal and stuff, we boycott them and they get shut down one by one. So that will be the equivalent of my character's faction in this game. As the problems arise, we slap them down. And we try to do our best to politely tell people to, hey, stop doing this. Stop doing things. So, the Empire, on the other hand, these people, not this guy in particular, forget about this guy for a moment, but the Empire, as a whole, they decided that climate change is a problem, so they're going to take over the world and rule it with an iron fist and kill anyone that tries to pollute the environment. Does that make them evil? It's a gray area. So I don't think the Empire is evil per se. I would not call them good. I would say they're misguided. Now this guy, on the other hand, not to spoil anything, but we already know everything at this point. That's beyond my, I'm just a maid, sir. I have no idea how to answer that. This guy, on the other hand, is a corpse. He's a corpse being piloted by an interdimensional entity which wants to destroy all life on the planet. I believe. I could be wrong. But I think that's one of their stated goals. They are immortal beings who want Is it? So Sir Carol, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe okay, let's go back to our paint. Okay. I delete. Okay. So there was a planet, right? Okay, I'm going through the lore, and there were these people on it, okay? And they lived happily, or whatever. And some people worship this person. Strong people here. They worship this deity, okay? And other people worship this deity. And something happened. I'm not really an expert on lore, but these two were fighting. They're not happy. And this one banished this one. And in so doing so, there was a great calamity where this world was shattered into, I think, 13 pieces. Or something like that. And out of those 13 pieces, there's 13 worlds. I'm probably butchering this. And one of those worlds is ours. But all these people died. And so, well, I don't think all of them didn't die. Some of them were immortal, and so they are still alive. So that's one of those immortal beings. So they want so the evil, the interdimensional being, they travel around a bit. They come here because they want this dead, and this dead, and this dead, and this dead, and this dead, this dead, and this dead, and this dead, because if all these worlds die, their deity comes back, and they can revive this world and make it back how it used to be. You see what I'm saying? So, to them, like we're fragments to them. Like, we're fragments of a person. Like, we're basically vegetables to them. Like, we don't have a consciousness. We're not worth... And so they want to destroy all this in order to allow us all to come back in here again. Right. So there's a lot of subjective morality. And that is correct. And reviving all their friends. So, I don't know. I try very hard to be apolitical, but there's another situation that's very similar. There's another thing that's very similar in real life, actually. Like, let's say, you know, this is, I'm not gonna make it specific to the U.S. where I live, but let's say, you know, when you grew up, you finally remember this time when, you know, you had your mother. You had your mother. You had your father, taller guy. And you lived happily, right? You're all happy, and this is, let's say this is like 1950. And this is what you saw. So you see your family, and you see this other family that's similar. You know what, I should probably just copy and paste. Let's copy and paste a little bit. Save a little bit of time. Alright, so this is what you see. You see a lot of this, you know. And now, like... Okay, now you have... You know, let's say 2025. So you're older now. You're probably achy because you're like 75 years old or older. Let's give you a little cane here. Your little hat too, because old people like hats. You got a beard, because why wouldn't you have a beard? Anyway, so you look around. Now you look around and you see... I'm going to try very hard not to make this too, like... You see this family, right? You have, you know... You got the dad. You got the mom. But the mom doesn't look like... The mom doesn't look like people you remember growing up. She's different. And then you see a family over here, and you know, they have a kid. And he's just a little bit different than, you know. Oh, hold on. So you got a kid that's different, and you see this house. And then you have this family over here. And they're very happy as well. And then you see this family over here. And they speak a different language. I don't know. I'm not going to try to draw Chinese characters. I'm just going to be like... I don't know, whatever. So you see like this. And now you're like, well... And then also you gotta keep in mind, like, things are expensive. Money goes, prices go up. You know, our price goes up. Money goes down. And so you're like, wow, things were so much better back then. And you're like, well, what's different from yesterday and today? And you say, oh, well, this is the problem. You say, this is the problem. This is the problem. And so you think that if you get rid of all these things, that all of a sudden, you'll be like it was back then. Where everyone's happy and able to live and do things. Because that's what you see. You see that every day. But what you don't see is... No, it's not how it works at all. It's an extremely simplified view of it. And it just will not work at all. You can't go back in time by kicking people out of the country. It doesn't work. It's an excuse. But what you don't see is that in the middle, in between here, like, this is what you don't see. So this would not work. No work. Because the reason the prices are high is because, you know, in this time, let's say this guy's a CEO. All right, let's say, I need some numbers to make this work. Worker. So in 1950, this worker is making like 10 grand. Say 10K. Okay. And the CEO is making like 40K. But now, hold on, let's make it actually family. Let's see. Let's do the CEO family. And what's a good wage today? Okay, this guy's making 70,000. Let's say he's making 70K. That's a decent wage. And this guy's making $500 million. So when you think about it, like in this day, he's making 4 times the average wage. I know it's not accurate, but this is why things cost more than they used to, and this is why you have less money than you used to. We have fishy fox, because CEOs are now making hundreds of times what their employees make. And, like, salaries? Like, if you look at salaries, so the average salary back here was like here, alright? So you start off like right here. And it goes, and from here, it's going up like this. But at the same time, price. Hey, Gordon. This is price. I should probably put price here. Went like this. And that's because all those big companies, let's name this, a Sprawl Mart. They want more profit. They want their profit up. So they raise prices while also keeping salaries low. Yeah, I kind of lost touch on that one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just, I don't think I ever want to see this again, but whatever. I'm not gonna go brush my tail. The whole time I had to go brush. I'll be right back, sirs and missus. Please excuse me just a moment. Welcome, Sir Gordon. And that's the whole thought. That was it. That people think that because the things they see have changed, they think if they can just fix those things they can see, it will magically make everything go back in time. I'll go brush, and I'll be right back. Please excuse me. Okay, I'm back. Oh, yeah, Upward, I was in a state. Yeah, sorry about keeping the maid persona going, and I got distracted. I got off on a tangent, but yeah, I was doing something the other day, and I had to do like a few dozen calculations to confirm a spreadsheet was working properly. And it sucked, especially because I'm like, I go in there and I look at the spreadsheet, I'm like, oh, okay, here's the number, 99.9, okay, 100.4, you know, 99.6. Okay, what's the average? Okay. What's the standard deviation? Okay, I'll calculate that. I'm like, wait a second. This number doesn't add up. And then I realized, I look at it and I'm like, oh crap. That's because the spreadsheet is rounding on these tabs, but it's actually calculating with the whole number. And so I had to go and get the whole number. So now it's like, instead of 99.9, it's like 99.857432876. I'm like, oh crap. And so I gotta do that, and then get the average of that with 100.17932, whatever. You know what I mean? It's very tedious. And it sucked. But we're back to what we were doing. Yeah, I got it. Routing for approval sometime this week. After I got back. I think it was Wednesday. And I'm done for the week. Hopefully, well, I'll probably have to check my email at some point today. Because there's a lot going on. And it's dangerous.
Should be the one to sigh. I played my part to perfection. I had earned my rest, and then, thanks to La Habrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back. Elidibus was ever a warrior. A most tiresome trait, would you not agree?
Why is his face familiar? There's a lot of good lines in this game. The stories are well written.
Have you no words for me either? No matter. I've long grown weary of this mummery. Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your place in the simplest of terms.
That was amazing.
You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern.
Yeah, I love Ishtola. I would totally marry her in a heartbeat.
Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err. If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it.
Sorry, that's been a little bit cream in my arm. It's itchy.
Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it.
My parents' name is Solus Fasas Galvus.
Oh dear, have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read. I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know.
I thought it was a different person, though.
The founding father was an Ascian, and he created the Empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos. Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty.
Okay, maybe the Empire is evil.
To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power. And there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns.
I'm amazed he can keep his head up with that on a strong neck.
To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alag.
It took me a second to see the gun.
You fiends are overfond of your own voices. Mark me, Ascian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
Such a waste of time and energy. Both yours and mine.
What'd I tell you, though? Immortal.
Lest you forget, you are Emperor now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses. It will serve to give them.
The body's still just behind there.
And you, pliant pieces.
Oh, you can see you got blocked by Cinnamon. I think I remember that one. That's the one where he just he's supposed to pull out his whip and do tricks, and he's just like kind of resign or whatever and just shot the guy.
Oh, do stop sulking, boy. You, of all people, should understand.
I also remember something one time where there was like an immortal who couldn't be killed, and the other person just kept like hacking at them, like, you know, that's not doing anything, right? It's like, it was like, make me feel better. Well, okay, carry on then.
Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
And that's one of the best scenes in the movie. Yeah. Meanwhile, the resistance encampment somewhere in the Empire. I mean, he got show off. What the world? Dead. All dead. I see no wounds, no evidence of any battle. Alright, advice time from Fishy Fox here. Listen, if you're ever in a situation and you see a bunch of people collapsed on the floor or the ground. Do not go over to them. Immediately call 911 or whatever the number is in your country. Immediately call police, ambulance, fire, someone. Get help out there and get away from the area. Because there's not a lot of things that can leave a lot of people on the ground. And most of them involve poison gases. Or gases that incapacitate you. I mean, I would be more likely to approach bodies that are covered in blood than I am a collapsed person that's completely normal. Okay, one collapsed person. Okay, it's fine. It's probably fine. But a bunch of collapsed people? Oh no. No. Do not go over there. Like, what they just did was terrible. Because we actually have a room at work. There's a room. It has a light above the door. If the light is on, you do not go in that room. I've never seen the light on. Because that light means there's not enough oxygen in the room to survive. At least call for help. Yeah, call for help. But I would assume that the air is not breathable, so I would probably hold my breath and try to drag people to safety. Alright. Yeah, they finally used it. Is it the Black Rose again? It is the gas, the Black Rose. Empire developed an alchemical weapon in Urbania. A gas. Black Rose it was called. And to breathe it is to breathe your last. And that did this? Yep. Definitely call first. All the project abandoned and its vile fruit destroyed. No one else could have wrought such an atrocity. You know, one good thing to have in such a situation would be to have like a rope. Because what you can do is you go into the area, you tie the rope around like a wrist or something, and then you go back out of the area and drag them to safety that way. Or if you have more than one person, you can go tie the rope and then go get air, and the other person drags them to safety, you know? I thought the project abandoned, its vile fruit destroyed, but no one else could have wrought such an atrocity. Fools. What do they hope to gain with this butchery? Can I see that if war went through terror will not endure? How many more provinces must they lose? Well, if you're gonna help them, like, you're gonna have to go to the area anyway, so... In my mind, the thoughts are to get them to safety, either drag them yourself from the area, like walk in and drag them, or you have to tie something to them and drag them out from safety. Demon Core? Eat it. Gain power. Wait, which kind of Demon Core? Which Demon Core are you referring to? Oh, an actual... Oh, I thought you meant... Oh, no. Run. I thought you meant the soul core of a demon. My bad. My mistake. Fools, what did they... Yeah, I heard about that. Nay, wait. This is not the work of men, but monsters. The Ascians. It cannot be a coincidence that their trail led us here. Their objective was never to rule, but to sow strife and discord. Why are you clipping that? What'd I say? Yep. Also, isn't it like if the screwdriver falls apart, doesn't it like won't it like cause like a fusion bomb or something like that, or a fission bomb? Scrap doesn't need bear the mark of the bringers of chaos. Black Rose cannot be allowed to kill again. We must find the Assassins and put an end to their plot. Bum, 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 bum. Back to better topics. Why is that guy blue? A History of Violet. Well, an hour later, we made it past the cutscene.
I'm glad you've come, though I'm afraid there's little in the way of good news. After you left, we reached out to both the Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fane and attempted all manner of treatments. But the results were always the same. Whatever the answer is, it's not alchemy or conjury.
That much is clear.
Why did it have to be Y'shtola and Urianger and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this puzzle. And Elfino's still missing. God, it's all going wrong. Where do we even start?
Random Fox.
A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
Fall Foliage. Oh, that took a long time to load. Fall Foliage Fox. Once again, Kirara comes through with a new one. That's a cute one. I like the shoes. Oh, and look at the stockings, too. I'm surprised it took us this long to get a new one. This is a seasonal one, Zarek. As always, we refund those points back. If you find a new model, you get your points refunded back. For that redeem. Yeah, I got you. It's very adorable. I like it. I see that this is the first time I've seen it too. Cryo!
Cryo? I did not think you well enough to travel.
She's the last smart one we have left. Pixels!
When word reached me of the plight of our friends, I could not well stay away. As a fellow scion, not to mention your erstwhile mentor, this is one of those times you should feel free to call on me, regardless of my personal circumstances.
Yes, I should have thought of that. Thank you for coming, Cryle. We would welcome your insight.
And I should be happy to provide it. Now, what's this I hear about Alphino heading into Imperial territory? That boy always did have some funny ideas. Do you remember the speech he gave when he was accepted to the studio?
Yeah, it's very adorable. Although that's just an outfit. She has normal ears. She doesn't have ears like me.
My life's goal is naught less than the salvation of this star.
That particular grand pronouncement has been a source of great embarrassment to him, as you know. But the fact of the matter is, he meant every word and has lived his life accordingly.
Yes, he remains altruistic to a fault. But I'm worried he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before.
You needn't be so concerned. Though his values remain the same, Alphino is not the blinkered boy he once was. Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened, thanks to a certain someone.
I did look, so I had an amount that I expected my credit card bill to hit this month. It's supposed to, my credit card cycle ends on the 19th. So I've got 2 more grocery bills that I'm expecting. I've already hit the amount that I expected to hit for the month. Because I bought $400 worth of makeup. $400 worth of makeup. Yep.
A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh?
I really liked how it looked.
Right, I'd better have a look at our patients. They're in the infirmary, I assume. I'll need absolute quiet, so it would be best if I did this alone. If you'll excuse me.
That money is for stream stuff. I do not spend stream money on myself. There may come a day in the future where I... There may come a day in the future where I mingle my finances or like start taking actual money from the stream. But for the time being, I'm saving it for a rainy day. So, for example, if my computer breaks, I can use the stream money I have to buy a new computer. I probably won't build it this time. I'll probably just get one pre-built. I just don't have the time to build a PC anymore. Yep.
All 3 are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep.
I will say, I do have them all in the same account, but I have a little, a notepad thing that shows how much of that account belongs to my stream finances. And I'm not keeping track of how much interest it's earning, so all the interest is going, so I'm earning the interest off of it. Why do they keep doing this? So, that was from, my doctor's office. I've been going in every, quarter to, check my levels. I've been having I haven't been having issues. Don't get me wrong, no issues. But there's just some concerns my doctor had about my blood work. And so I've been going in quarterly to check things. And last time I went in for the blood work a little early. And then they're like, hey, let's, you know, we have an earlier appointment. You want to go into the appointment 3 weeks early? And I looked at the blood work and I was a little bit concerned about it. So I said, oh, yes, let's go in a little early. So I went a little bit early, and I asked the doctor, hey, you know, why do they do this? Why didn't they schedule it early? It was like a conflict. She's like, what? I didn't know it moved early. What happened? It's like I got a message from the office. She's like, I don't know why they did that. But the problem was, so, a lot of my meds are the same, but the pharmacy won't fill them early. So I all of a sudden had all these prescriptions that I can't fill. And some of them changed because obviously she's messing around with my meds to fix the levels. But I just had to go back to the pharmacy again for the ones that didn't fill. So it's just like, I'm not going to go in early this time. I'm going to, like, granted, it's only like, let's see, what are they trying to tell me? So they're trying to make it Saturday, tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday, or Monday. When my appointment's actually the Monday next, so 9 days out. Why would I bother? When they're not going to fill it. They're not going to fill anything if I go in a week early. They'll fill nothing. Assuming we keep everything the same. Which we probably will. So it's dumb. So dumb. Oh well. Whatever. I'm just not going to respond, and we'll leave it where it is. If they can find physical health, at a glance I say they're merely sound asleep.
Except for the fact that I couldn't sense the slightest trace of them in their bodies. It's as if their souls have taken leave of their physical forms.
Ah, yes. The Elder Seedseer made a similar observation.
I've read the report. When you heard this mysterious voice, you described feeling as if you were somewhere else, yes?
Like, even if I go in my normal appointment, they still probably won't let me fill the meds. They're very picky about stuff. They don't want you overdosing on stuff.
If we assume the ether which comprises your essence is being drawn to some other place, then it may be possible to follow the trail it leaves behind, just as we did in our search for Thancred.
Yep, massive pain. You have that right.
I wasn't around for that, but I can't imagine it was easy.
I'm hoping that if once we get it under control, we can just get to maintenance level, and I can just go like every 6 months, every year, and save me like just going every 6 months would save me $600 a year. That's how much I'm spending on doctors for 2 visits. But we'll see. She may want to go another 3 months just to make sure. Because I looked at my blood work. All my blood work is good. My blood work is perfect. Yes, I can read my own blood work. I can't prescribe myself anything, but I can read it. I know what we're looking for. I hope she agrees with me that everything is good. We can just leave it where it is. And happily. Ooh. My only concern this time is I'm going out of town. So I hope I can get all my meds before I go out of town.
Oh, it wasn't. But that's no reason not to try. I will have need of Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm even to make the attempt. So I suggest we pay her a visit.
Actually, other than this, the levels, doctors have told me I'm in perfect physical health. Master Matoya is what I thought we should summon. I didn't think about Cryo, honestly. Sorry, I'm drowning. I take a vitamin every day. Well, she doesn't have knees. A lot of fellas don't have knees. I don't think Lalafels have knees. I've never seen them bend knees. Like what? There's a Lalafell right there. But they're not moving. Let's see if they move. They're not moving. Okay, they're not cooperating. Oh, well, we tried. Those are goblins. Sorry, I got confused earlier. These are goblins. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. It's a close race between this one and the water one. This is the ice one. See the ice around the hoofs? This group is, the band is called the Primals. They have a lot of really good songs. That I'm not sure that's good for you. But I mean, you're the workout expert, not me. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't master Toya something of her clues, but this seems extreme. Still, I'll have to overlook her eccentricities if she agrees to help us.
Come to disturb my peace again, have you? I hide myself away in a cave, and still you people insist on pestering me with your problems.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I wish I had somebody to talk to and work out stuff out. That'd be helpful. Correct my posture and stuff.
Oh, I mistook you for young what's-his-name, but I see now you're the sister. Weren't you supposed to be the lively one? I've seen happier faces at a rain-sodden burial.
I appreciate it.
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
Yeah, the trouble is, like, I feel like you need someone in person to, like, correct posture. One of my biggest concerns is my, my planks, because I'm doing something a little bit different than my advanced planks. I'm worried I'm getting my posture weird. I'll look at it.
Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat too. Better for a young thing like you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders.
Magic boom, by the way.
Now, what exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
If I may, Master Matoya, we have need of your crystal eye once more.
Oh, sorry. I'm checking. Okay. Posture. Check your model. Pretty good.
And Stoller is one of the afflicted, is she?
How's that?
Very well. She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray, and I'll not see her buried before I am.
I love that attitude. Being a stray myself, I like that attitude. Look after your strays. Like, she and Yashola fight a lot, but they've got a really close relationship.
Right. Let us see what we can see. I'll begin from where our friends first fell, and cast my senses out from there.
Not Estrella, no. I like how we all look at this as if we know what she's doing. I mean, she knows what she's doing, but... I'll say no, I definitely don't.
What is it? Did you find them?
This doesn't make sense. How is it even possible?
How is what possible? Kryl, what did you see?
The threads, they just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off.
Could their ether have dissipated if it had? Oh gods! Their bodies are just husks. It's like the broodmother's daughter all over again.
But Thancred and you stole we got Thancred and you stole it down.
No, this is different. The Kalyana girl was already dead, body and soul, when Lakshmi effected her resurrection.
Aye, let's not jump to conclusions. If their physical forms yet breathe and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
But where?
That's the question.
I thought it was going to cutscene to where they are.
Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
We're no closer to an answer than when we started. But knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort. We just have to keep looking. Pray, excuse me a moment.
Well, I have a vague recollection from the last time I played this, like 8 years ago, of where they are. So I don't want to spoil it. I think I know. I could be wrong, but I don't want to say it just in case I do know.
Yes? I remember, but... What, to Alamigo? We're on our way. That was Lise. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo, and Maxima, the envoy Alphino left with, is one of them.
So we have these things called link pearls. Officially, that's how guilds or free companies communicate. It's like an earpiece.
I'm sorry. I realize we've barely begun here, but...
Go, child, go! You've made up your mind, and life's too short for dithering.
I'll do some digging in the meantime and see if there isn't some other method we could use to continue the search.
Let's be off then.
You guys want to hear something wild? I spent like 2 hours picking what I was going to have for dinner yesterday.
Not again. The enchantment barely seems to take these days. I chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it's that simple.
Before they took ill, Y'shtola and Urianger were sharing notes on a thinning of the ether. It seems to be happening all over.
I have trouble with little decisions.
And here I was, all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse clogging up the Thaliac.
Like, my issue is... Yeah, like food. My biggest issue with food is I have food issues. That explains absolutely nothing, I know. But... I think I've talked about this on stream. I am terrified of getting fat. I'm terrified of it. It is one of my #1 concerns in life. That's just when I was at a young age, being told that I would get fat one day, repeatedly. Every time I eat something like sweet or like you know, not or bad for you, I'd be told, if you eat like that, you're gonna get fat one day. Eat a big meal. Oh, if you eat like that, you're gonna get fat one day. And that graduated to, well, you're gonna get fat one day, no matter what. That's just in your genes. And then that progressed even further to when I got back from college. Hearing, oh, you're getting kind of fat, aren't you? The first time I'm wearing a bathing suit in public. For the summer break. So yeah, one of my main concerns with eating is I always try to look at the calories of what fast food I'm eating. I started refusing to eat. So I've basically made a decision. I made a decision a while ago. there's a lot of things you can do. You can have an active lifestyle. You can do a lot of workouts and try to get thin. Or you can just cut and don't eat. I'm very busy, so I don't have time for an active lifestyle, so I don't eat. And when I do go to eat, I'm very, very, very careful about what I order. So, I don't know. So I looked at menu, I was looking at like, and one of my concerns with menu items is they lie. I had one at some point, Pixels, but that's just going to get me hurt. Watch what I eat? Yeah. Yep. So I eat out rarely. I'm going to try to eat out a little bit more just because I feel like I'm being a little too restrictive. And it's to my detriment. So I'm trying to loosen up a little bit. But I still want to eat my tacos and stuff, but... yeah. I get it. I refuse. Like, there's a point... If my weight gets to a certain point, I check it daily, like multiple times a day. If my weight gets to... If I hit 135 in the morning, I will not eat that day. Like who? Yeah. And I guess that's a little bit extreme. Night eats is pretty strong, but like I would probably, what I would do. So for example, if I woke up on a work day, and it was, I was heavier than I like, I would trim my portions. So, for example, I used to have cereal in the morning. Okay, well that cereal will be a little bit smaller. You know what I mean? The bowl will be a little bit smaller. I'll put a little bit less in it, which means less milk. I used to have a protein shake. I put a little bit less milk in it, a little bit less protein powder. Just a little bit smaller. And then for lunch, I used to have a banana, a sandwich, and some peanuts. I'd probably have peanuts, less peanuts. And then for dinner, like for a taco, I'd have less taco. Maybe smaller. Less in it. So I would just trim my calories a little bit. But those things I just mentioned, and I'd also, with my salad, I'd use less dressing and less cheese. That would probably drop me like 300 or 400 calories in a day from all that. Yeah, but 400 calories off for me in a day is a lot.
I fear something has gone awry.
And I would definitely not snack.
Still, there's naught to be gained from starting in shadows. You can only do what can be done, and that but one thing at a time.
That was the woman who tamed Stola. A distinct feeling of being grabbed by the scruff of the neck and having the nonsense shaken out of me. When Alphinaud is back, I'd like to visit again and ask her what tale she has of grandfather. And that's actually terrific advice. Listen, guys, you do not want to follow me on health, specifically food and workout stuff. Do not follow my example. You will die. I ended up in the hospital once. I know how to not end up in the hospital again. But yeah, so what you guys are doing right now is the best thing you could possibly do. Form a group, and have a goal. And you can have different goals. But the point is, like, if you have a group and you communicate, you can hold each other accountable. Like, you know, if Chet came to me one day and said, "Hey, Fox, listen, I'm feeling low energy today, and I just don't feel like working out." I mean, you're always welcome. Everyone's welcome. But yeah, so if Chet came to me and said, "Hey, listen, Fox, I'm having trouble I just don't feel like I have the energy today to do it. I'm like, it's okay, man. Don't worry about it. But just try to do a little bit. Like, even if you can't do your whole workout, try to do a little bit. You know, just like try to push. Now, if Chet comes to me and says, "Oh, I hurt my arm. I don't think I can work out today." I'm like, absolutely not. Don't work out. Don't be dumb. Don't be stupid. Don't be an idiot. I tend to call people idiots a lot. Because just exercise. Have you been drinking? If you've been drinking, don't exercise. Do I need to sort you? No. Anyway, accountability is the name of the game. Work together. Work together and to get what's the old thing? Apes together strong. I might just be a fox, but I try to help where I can. I've learned a lot from you, humans. I almost can't bear to hear what Maxima has to tell us. It can't be bad news, can it? At least what I've said. Anyway, unless, there's no point significant. At least I should know about the guards who are coming, so let's reach straight to the palace gates in the Amiga quarter. You're definitely more responsible than I am. I'll be praying for good news. Learn what you can about Alphino's plight. Leave the search for our friend's lost souls to me. My biggest issue is time these days. I'm constantly late to stream because I'm trying to work out, or I'm trying to wash my hair, or whatever. Probably. I mean, see, not get distracted when I get home. Like, I usually do, like... But it'll get better. It'll get better. I am very hungry now, but that's gonna be a problem because I'm gonna be end up late for dinner. I may collapse, but that's the risk I'm willing to take. I want to make sure I don't get to the store right as it's closing and get kicked out. Thanks, Science. Commander told me to expect you. Should I show you in? Yes. Bye, Ford. Be safe, okay? Oh, before you go, I will tell you, assuming you're still here, my best advice for if you're trying to lose weight, try to limit,
I'm sorry
snacking.
to drag you halfway across the realm.
Or just keep track of what you
When
eat.
Maxima mentioned Alphino, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Oh, you're very welcome. Have a good day, okay? You can do it.
Ah, we meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
That will help a ton. Switch to water and you're golden.
What happened to my brother? Where is Alphino?
Never fear, my lady. Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
You assume?
I'll be honest with you, I drink soda because if I don't, I will lose weight really fast. That's, when I stopped drinking soda, I started having trouble keeping my weight. So yeah, it definitely is for weight gain.
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events. Our troubles began not long after we departed Doma. While crossing the burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing. As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again, and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Scions. This shadow hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety.
It's everything in moderation, is what I say. Don't overdo anything.
Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
I don't know. I could try to be a lad and drink beer. Oh, ho! What's going on, bros? Hi. Fox here. We're gonna be a lad. We're gonna drink some beer, and it'll be a lot of fun. How's that? Is that good? Oh. I thought he did pretty good.
Well, at least he's not lying in a heap in the burn.
You totally thought I was Guy for a bit, didn't you? How'd you going?
Tell us more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
I mean, you just heard me. I was so good. I could totally pass for a guy. No problem.
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them.
What was that game we were playing where we had like the brother and was like, bro, we're all bros. Yakuza? Was that it?
They would not even reveal their next destination. But Master Alphino asked to accompany them all the same. Since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's Guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I cannot thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
I like that. Mighty beer.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night. It would seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear. Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion. I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Belted Goth Fox. That's a new one. Zero gets a refund. Oh, I like this one. I will say, I don't know that I can wear mismatched stockings in real life. It feels weird. Hey, Zarek, I think I got you refunded. Oh, yeah, it was! The belted outfit. All the belts. So many belts. No, it's just an outfit. I'm not punky enough. Yeah, probably not. You think? I mean, it's just goth.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
We knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't.
Another show fox.
Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head on!
What's that, like 5 belts? One across the chest. I was looking at the stack
No
needs
matter
again.
how quickly we act, we still want for time. When the enemy comes into view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Oh, that's cool. As long as they have the same size, we're great.
Would you and Alize head to Doma and let Lord Hien know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
Oh, you got it. We didn't get the one for the other day either, did we? What was that one?
Consider it done. We'll send word when...
Again!
Untold sorrow must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
Are we gonna lose Alice now too? Nope, we're still good.
You heard it too. Well, at least we're both still standing.
Oh, thank the gods. I thought we'd lost you for a moment there. Why does this keep happening?
I wish I knew. Nothing we've tried has brought us any closer to an answer.
Is Alphino also being attacked?
We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Hien.
Yeah, I might have to eat something before I go to the store. We'll see if I have time. If I don't have time, it'll be okay. So Alphino's safe for the present, at least. Now all we need to worry about is a full-scale Imperial invasion. I'm actually glad Lee's tasked with visiting Lord Hien. Better to be dashing from place to place than sitting around stewing over things we can't change. She's Enclave. Yes, check. I got another hour of stream. I think I do need to brush pretty soon. Yeah, if we go a couple minutes, we got a couple minutes till we need time to brush. It's better be dashed to a place and sitting around stewing over things to the Enclave. I'm pretty good about stream time, ending on time. Sometimes I actually end early. Not today, though. Unless we get to like a really good stopping point a few minutes ahead of time, I'll probably just go. Get my workout in. And then, shower. And maybe food, maybe a little bit of food. I'll probably eat my whole meal, but I'll eat a little bit, like my salad maybe. Cause I don't do snacks. And then we'll do, go to the store, come back. Maybe go, if I don't find a dryer, I'll probably go to the other store. And just look for just like stuff. There's some things I need to fix, and like there's some cheap things I could buy to fix it, like a garbage can would be helpful. So you have time for Lord Hien, may I show you in? I have a really bad tendency to put garbage on the counter and then throw it out into a black bag once a week. What I really need is a garbage can, I think. I have a trash can for like paper and stuff. But I just need a bigger can, I think. These my friends, I was just discussing future endeavors with the members of our newly formed alliance. Kojin, and the Confederacy you already know, and it was your own strength of arms that won us to cooperate with step tribes. Oh, I heard something on the radio today. Apparently, they have invented a robot, a humanoid robot, that will vacuum floors and do dishes for you. It's like $20,000, they said. I'm interested in what Pixel said. Well, I put trash in one place. So I do it in my bathroom too. Even though there's a trash can in there, I still like emptying that trash. That's stupid. But most of my trash in the bathroom is just floss. And I just gather the floss. Maybe I need like a small trash can in there, like a tiny one. I can just like rinse out or something. I don't know. Potion and confessor you already know, and it was your own strength of arms who wanted to cooperate with step tribes. I will have you know that there is no evidence that I've killed anyone at all, okay? No evidence. Coach and Professor you already know, and there's your own strength of arms when it's incorporated step tribes. I have one of it broke. Long hair. Well, that's awesome. Congratulations. My long hair clogs up vacuum cleaners really bad. It's shorter now, but I'm growing it back out. I've also been joined by neighbors from Nexia? I don't know. And the indomitable citizens of Damascus. They scattered into the ladders which somewhat delay their official induction. These proud peoples have united under a single purpose, standing against the tyranny of the Guardian Empire. I'm glad to see your alliance coming together so swiftly. As things stand, I fear we shall soon have needed your strength. I put Dragon Eyes on mine until it broke. I thank you for being news of Alphno. His fate is never far from my thoughts. Not only because he is our emissary. As to the sudden deployment of Imperial forces, I agree that Almigo will be wise to shore it by its borders with all haste. Every report received from our shinobi indicates a massing of troops in the western provinces. Seems all but certain the Empire is poised to bring its fist down upon Eorzea. I'd help deflect that blow, but I cannot risk sending in fortress just yet. We will remain vulnerable to airborne assault until our wall in the burn is in place. The all-important Algan energy barrier. Energy barrier, yes. I thought to cause something more auspicious. A name thrown from the poor lords of legend, perhaps. Sirius Aegis or some such. Well, just a thought. Hey, didn't we meet Sirio? Ironworks engineers report that they have finished calibrating the generators and are ready to proceed to the testing stage. Have you time to attend the first test? You've seen the field was protected as he saw it firsthand. I'd be interested to hear how you think ours compares. I'll come too if you don't mind. Though I don't know you still, I may be able to offer some insight. I'm still confused by her shoes. It looks like she's wearing like almost like skates, like winter ice skates, but they're thicker. I'm curious to see what they look like on the bottom. Who's trying to kill himself to reach? Oh yeah, it's rough. It really does. Of course, time being of the essence, it'd be best if we made directly for the burn. Yugiri, I leave you and Hakuro to bring the ward council to a close. Understood. Your master's out and ready, my lord. We're the storms. Ginger salad, lovely. Emma Bay Yieldy, yummy. Papanasi. Thick dough knead with soft cheese and fried a hearty dough slider. Yeah, more creamy cheese and sweet. This looks so good. Dough kneaded with soft cheese and fried into a donut. So it's a cheese donut covered in cream cheese. It's got berry sauce on it, but it doesn't need that. It tastes delicious. I take. I don't care what kind of food that is. I'm eating it. It's healer food. I'm eating it. Alright, it's time to go brush again. So let's go brush. Brushy, brushy, 3 minutes. I'll be right back, okay? I still got 40 seconds left. Wow. This is what happens when you don't go get water. Ba-da-bum, 30 seconds. Ba-da-bum, bum. Ba-da-bum, bum. Tell you a secret? Oh, she absolutely does. You don't have ads? Alright, the secret is... I can't actually do eyeliner like this. It's too difficult. Yeah, you can kind of see a little bit. You can kind of see, like, parts of it. Oh, yeah. Oh, you said you like this? She does. Yeah, she does. Like, that's one of my favorite parts about her outfit. From the back. Oh, yeah, look at that. See, this is the way I think, like, female armor should look. Like, even if you make it skimpy, you should still have, like, something underneath. As I have, like, this part uncovered. That should actually be covered. You need a what do you call it? A gorget? Whatever. Right here across the front to protect your throat. Yeah, plot staring at another woman's back. It's definitely hotter because the heat can't escape as easily. Go across the burn by Yolan Falcon as before. Don't make the overlook near the House of the Fierce. Aside from the skirt on this one, this is all armor. Well, and also, I guess, the exposed chest. That's a heating vent. Well, because you don't just wear mail. You have to wear like something cotton under it to absorb the impact. Also, mail, just straight mail would just pinch your skin very badly. Horse butt. Leave the room when you're ready to take wing. What? You just wear mail on your bare skin? Probably breastfeed on for a longer period once, and when you took it off, it's too hot to touch. I could see that, Corden, very easily.
It seems the engineers have matters well in hand. Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders. Honored friends, the time has come to put your hard work to the test. Start the generator.
Fire!
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming. $1,000 yards, 2,000, 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected.
You've now entered Star Wars territory.
Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yards. We've done it.
Super, yeah. I just don't want to pinch my skin. My skin's very sensitive. Just from shaving my arms the other day, I've got bumps that are itchy. I hope they go away.
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
Wouldn't it be the best time because we got the barrier up?
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize. They can test our new wall for us.
See? You know, part of me thought it would just blow up.
Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, there's some, like, red bumps in one particular spot. Oh, it's Alphino.
By the gods. It's Alphino.
I guess it's good it didn't explode.
What are you? Let me go! He has my brother!
Lower the barrier!
Somebody's had to have somebody out here to man it.
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked
So
in
he was
sleep.
attacked. He got called away too.
No, not him too.
We're running out of scions. I like her better than him though, so I'm glad she stayed. But Thancred and Stola went. They're my favorites. I'd marry either of them.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem.
Seamers. The girl is red, the boy is blue.
It is a day for fated reunions. Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
I'll show you next time we see one of them. The Black Wolf. I remember Wolf. I told you. Remember when I saw him? I was like, Wolf. Wolf makes you...
Gaius van Baelsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given.
I told you.
One I have long since relinquished.
Nobody, maybe Fox was right. Fox was right all along.
Stand down. The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Baelsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
Impossible. There's no way you could have survived.
Okay, look at her lips. They're a little bit redder than his. Like a sheep that is black? Or like a movie? Or like a person that's like not on good terms with her family?
Do you remember how it unfolded?
The movie Black Sheep. Oh,
I was deceived by La Habrea.
Was that with like Chris Farley or something?
I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would
no.
allow me to bring peace to Eorzea.
Huh. Apparently there's a butcher shop by that name. A horror movie. Black Sheep is a 1996 film with Chris Farley and David Spade. Are you sure you had the right movie? So you choose to wear male clothing rather than over as concealed defense? Yeah. I feel like it would pinch skin, and if you have any hair, it will pull it out. It just feels uncomfortable. I have to see by the brain. I have to commit around the PCA Eorzea.
The Ascian used me, as he used so many others, all to further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment, at least. A moment of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians.
Yeah, see, there's the red hair tie in the back. You can barely see it behind my ears.
The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or her legions. I live now only to exact revenge.
See, red hair tie.
My principal quarry was to be La Habrea, whom I gather you have since ushered onto oblivion.
But I mean, like most red. No, somebody that catches not in the hair. Far better about not doing that, or like far better about like taking a hit.
But so many more remain. Long as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world, I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword. Are the scions not of like mind?
In this single respect, perhaps.
Then I shall continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired. Among the Ascians, the Black-Masked Ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know. Yet among the red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source. Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the source.
It's fine. I just don't have much to add to the conversation. And so I can't go off at a wild tangent on that one. I would.
The first was La Hebrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive Emmet Selk, about whom little is known.
So we have La Hebrea we killed, Elidibus, and presumably Emmet Selk. That's quite alright. Hey, Pep Talk, you can do it, Pixels!
We have files on La Hebrea and Elidibus.
What's going on?
I believe this Emmet Selk is new to us.
What's going on? What you need Pep Talk for? I'm here. What's going on? Bro's not only online on Fortnite? What is that? What's the problem? He's not online on Fortnite? Is that the problem? I don't think there's a problem. They're not online now. You're sad. Oh. Well, we're all here for you, Pixels. Okay?
As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
They're still here. Fortnite's overrated anyway.
Seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light.
I would say I had fun when I was playing it, but it just felt like too much.
Your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets.
Is The Simpsons still around? I haven't watched The Simpsons in forever.
It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention. They had been slain by Black Rose.
This guy?
An alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted, and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Toxic gas? This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours.
Yeah, those are our main enemies, check.
Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch.
Yes and no, Pixels. I will say this. If you are going to try to get in a relationship with someone who's in another relationship, there's two ways to do it properly. The first thing is to talk to everyone and get the consent of all parties. If you do it that way, it's perfectly fine. It's like, you know, hey, I like your wife. You mind if we go hang out and, like, make out and stuff? Like, find out what the boundaries are. What's okay, what's not okay. If they're cool with it, you're golden. Option 2. Talk to them and see if don't make any moves as long as they're together. When they break up, then you make your move. That's the way to do it. Yeah, I don't think that works that way. See, the problem is, The first person you have to fight to claim me is me. And do you really want to fight me? I don't have to be nice. I can be very, very mean. Is that what you want? Do you want me to be mean? Remember, I have 6 appendages. And 5 of them end in points. I think it's bats. Dodge! Cookie! Oh, cookie. No. Get the cookie. Hey, Treeborn.
Regardless,
Ow.
I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date.
That's
and
kind of funny, though.
authorized with the signature of one Zeno Galvus.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized.
Yeah, how you doing, Treeborn? How's it been? How you been?
And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor Solus.
I do that a lot. I'm still hoping to find some time to write this evening.
All of which prompts the question, were the Ascians responsible for these abominations, or was it the will of the Emperor?
Boop. I'm in cutie. Welcome. How are you doing? Ah,
I must know
follow.
which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank,
appreciate
I am
you,
yet a
cutie.
son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland.
Mimikyu? Well, it's good to have you. We're just playing some Final Fantasy. We're here talking to the Black Wolf guys. Hanging out about, talk about Ascians and stuff. We're near the tail end of Stormblood, I think I've been told.
It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
No, Mimikyu.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
What about sleeping foxes? You're right, there are more important matters at hand. He seems to have turned over a new leaf.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods, even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Ascian promises. Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
But am I allowed to lie while I'm asleep? Can't they say things like, "Oh, I'm cute"?
So
oh,
that was the
I'm
infamous
funny.
Black Wolf. An unexpected
I'm
ally,
smart.
to say the least.
But only while I'm asleep. Got it. Understood. Lies only allowed while sleeping.
Well, I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to cleverer minds. Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell, and see what can be done for Alphino back in Dorma.
Yeah, luckily I can call myself a doof while I'm awake. Ah! Boba. Yeah, 30 more minutes of stream. And then I gotta go work out. I have no safe things close to the private chamber. My fantasy healer is examining him as we speak. I don't know if I want to spoil it, but after all the trouble we went through to try to kill Ascians permanently, he's got a mask on him. Does he actually kill them permanently, or is he just like inconvenience them, like send them back? I spoke with the physician, and there are no outward signs of illness. Alphino is lost in a sleep form from which he cannot be awoken, just like the others. Seems that even the lands of the Empire were not far enough away to escape the cursed voice. That's kind of what I wondered. Because we went to, it took us like a lot of effort and scholarly experiments and stuff, and we barely managed to trap one of them. Also, I wonder, because we trapped his soul in like a rock, didn't we? What happens if the rock breaks? Does he get out? Is he dead, or is he just like trapped? I don't know. Share your frustration assay. Don't spoil if it actually happens later and we find out. Share your frustration assay. I do, but Alphino has returned to us alive, and otherwise unharmed. All that remains is to find out the means to wake him. Until then, you can but fulfill your duties as scion. Yours and your brothers both. Yeah, that I get. Because we saw the one guy get shot and just come back. But wait. Was that actually an Ascian, or did you just have multiple bodies? That's weird. You but food, yours and your brothers both. You're right, of course. There are arrangements to be made and little time to make them. It's business then, my lord. Now that we know Sirius Wall works as intended, can we expect reinforcements for Alamigo? You most certainly can. As promised, we will send troops to bolster our allies in Eorzea without delay. That's what I was thinking. I guess either way, it's an Ascian just, like, tapping another body. Be aware, however, that they will not arrive without delay. Save for some few who boast teleportation magics, the bulk of our forces must be transported by sea. A lengthy voyage for which the smaller vessels favored by the Confederacy are ill-equipped. He did get back awfully quickly, though. Accordingly, I mean to enlist the assistance of the East Outer Trading Company in finding suitable ships. As for navigating the distances in question, we are in the happy position of being able to call upon those who plotted the course of my exodus to Eorzea. You just put on a new one. Yeah, I get that. Luckily, I have the ability to change outfits very quickly. Yep. But that guy, I guess he's got clones, but that makes me think that he's like, so there must have been a clone waiting right outside the room, because he got back within seconds. He got shot, and then like after a little monologue, he was back within a minute. So beyond the procurement ships, I think it's unlikely that East Outlander friends will consent to any involvement in military operations. And I'm certain they will afford Alphino a berth aboard one of their vessels. I shall have a Shrugan accompany him every on the way to the Rising Stones. I have trouble with that word. Yeah, my thanks, Lord Hien. Yukiri, I'll go ahead and head with our friends to Alamigo. I need to slow down. List all those capable of teleportation and put them at the disposal of the Eorzean Alliance as soon as possible. They will form the vanguard. Yes, my lord. This is exactly what we'd hoped for. These Alliance leaders will be glad indeed to welcome a combined strength to the East. That's what I was told. Unfortunately, we won't make it today because we're almost out of time today. I've got a lot to do. The store closes in 2.5 hours, and I gotta work out and shower before I go. And maybe eat something. As long as I can leave here by 5, I should be okay. In VR? One of my exercises is running up and down the stairs. I can't do that in VR.
Our supplies of Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance. See that you do.
You don't like running up downstairs? It's good cardio.
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention. A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
Yeah, that's why I had to stop when I got
With
hurt.
no gift for sorcery, we Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds. If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
How very noble of you.
Yep. And we thought that we destroyed the thing, but they got more.
Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well. Sometimes even I catch myself believing.
This guy's kind of a jerk.
A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect.
I was wondering if he's gonna get shot again. I kind of hope so.
Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence. Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
Shoot him. Shoot him again.
While you do what, precisely?
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Ascians do.
Being annoying?
I am well aware that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire. You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise. Our homeland was plunged into civil war for your failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
You tell him.
Are you truly so naive?
Yeah, also probably need to check my work email before I go.
You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
It was by design?
Yep.
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed.
He's gonna get shot again. Watch. Shoot him.
Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way.
Shoot him. Do it.
Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude.
Kill him.
I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome.
Shoot him.
You dabbled in elegant cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research.
Shoot him.
And of all the options available, you chose the founding father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus, like grandsire, like grandson, hey?
Shoot him? The rage is gone.
Events play out as planned. This will become something of a family enterprise. You will be the capstone of this world, I the anchor and shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
I do want to shoot someone. That's not a new thing. Shoot him! He's getting away! Shoot him! Oh well. He missed the window. Yep. Actually, I've heard about this. I've heard it's really good. Eggs. Wait, I think we had some of that. Or, that was something we had. Oh, and then the salmon muffin. Yeah. We saw these items before. Okay. We'll sleep now to convene with Aor's leaders. It may be some time before I return to Doma. So there are only so many foods. Who will I leave you in command? My lord. I shall assemble an advance party with all haste and join you in Alamigo forthwith. Yep. I never noticed before because I haven't really looked that closely at the food. But mostly I'm just hungry right now. 20 minutes and I can work out, then shower real fast. Just received word from Lee's. Lance established base camp near Alamigo's northeastern border. Once you've arrived in the locks, we refer to a resistance officer stationed Porta Praetoria who points in the right direction. Let's not keep them waiting. So if I spend 20 minutes working out, okay, and then 20 minutes showering, that gives me 20 minutes to eat, and we leave at 5. I leave at 5, go to the place. Gives us 40 minutes to look around. 40 minutes. Sorry, sometimes I use the royal we when I'm talking about shopping. I probably just want to eat, though. Well, I'm going... I'm going the other direction. So, it's going to be rush hour, but the rush hour usually goes the other direction. Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving's in 3 weeks. Wow, I've had a tumble of nerves. I'm starting to get nervous about the trip. Like, really nervous. I've done everything I can, though. I've got outfits to wear. I gotta find my other skirt, though. I must be the silent party I was told to look out for. If you follow me, I'll take you directly to Alliance headquarters. Hug bomb! I think for the pets.
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord Hien. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, where our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
How did he make it so
quickly? We're grateful
quickly?
for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us.
He's one-armed.
As for the bad news,
he lost his arm in some treachery last expansion.
So, Alphino won't wake up.
You're very welcome.
Gaius van Baelsar is alive and hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right?
Be careful! Veterans Day next week? That's Monday?
Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal. Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
I'm pretty sure.
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness.
This
won't be the
check.
last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea. The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it. As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Varys Zos Galvus would be attending.
The Emperor himself. Well, Varys did sanction the Popularis peace mission. But knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
Gods, Lise, you know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do I have? Alphino and the others aren't going to do it.
This is not the time for despair.
Very well. I shall attend as the Scions representative.
So everybody seems pretty happy with Belted Fox. It's been stuck around for a while.
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
I'm not fond of Fantasy, but I'll be there.
That's settled then. We don't know what Varys means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand will make all the difference.
I seem to remember you saying you like the Goth Foxes. Was that accurate, or was that someone else? I get confused. I know you said you like the longer hair.
The meeting will take place on the border. Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
I think most of the Goth Foxes just cover one eye. I do have another eye, see? It's under there. I don't know if I can turn where you can see it. Oh well. I'm supposed to fight to keep the Empire waiting too long, shall we? Hey, can somebody give me a heads up? I'm about to enter a really long cutscene, like I probably just did. Oh yeah, when I turn my head the right way, it flashes. I can get a flash of it. Yep. So no distractions for a minute. I cannot get distracted.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance, on behalf of the Garlean Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today. As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you. As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue.
War never changes.
Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals. Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated. Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Doma can also attest to the meager arms of Imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and
it's
to
all about
not
the greater good.
Squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Your Radiance, I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. A 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned.
Is that something humans don't like, bathing in blood? No, right? No?
Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral.
Sounds lovely.
And have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise. You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
I don't know if I've ever had blood sausage. I would try it. I'm not a big fan of sausage in general, though, but I also don't eat a lot of meat. I prefer sausage to bacon.
Without his
though.
clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people. There was a time when Garlemald, too, lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong, from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north. Were it not for the discovery of ceruleum and the subsequent development of magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
I'm hungry too, Cinnamon.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it, and from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
Can we start with pirates? As pirates?
So saith the pirate.
Yep.
Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers? I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
No nation is innocent.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal.
We all have dark histories.
They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the Twelve's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
He is very prepared for this meeting.
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing.
It'll make me late for my workout, that's what it'll do.
Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Yep.
Wait, I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here.
Too late.
Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
As Mistress Alisaie says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
I hope it's a break. I need the break. I need to go work out. So much time.
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
If it isn't, we may have to like skip the workout and stuff and I just go to the store, come back, then work out, then shower, then get to eat. Oh good! We get a break? Okay, we break. Alright. So thank you all for watching today. We'll be back tomorrow, all-day stream. So we're going to do probably a little bit DBD in the morning because I want to see where we are in DBD. We'll probably switch to Silk Song at some point. Then we'll do chess puzzles while I eat food tomorrow. And of course, we'll have Remnant 2 in the evening. So, you're very welcome. Let's do... Ash is still playing. Let's raid Ash, okay? We're going to go to a quick raid. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow with a 12-hour stream, as always. As we're going to raid Ash. Yep, we'll go raid Ash. She's doing a charity event, so we gotta raid her, right? So. Yep, I gotta go work out. So, thank you. Hope to see you guys here tomorrow. And of course, remember Beat Saber's on Sunday. Sorry for the confusion. Fox raid! Night night.